Thank you. Yes, as Steve said, I have had the pleasure of being his best mate for all our lives. Basically, our mums met in Cookfield Hospital with maternity leave almost 33 years ago, which is quite scary. Actually, I am 2 days older than Steve, which is a fact I like to remind him of as often as possible. But before embarrassing too much, I must first congratulate the newlyweds. I think you'd agree they make a great couple. Michelle looks absolutely stunning. Yep. Steve looks completely stunned. It's through her brother Mark that I first met Michelle, but it's only after she got engaged to Steve that I got to know her well, and I think we make a very welcome and wonderful addition to the Cornwall clan. The bridesmaids, Heather and Marie, also look fantastic today, and of course so did the flower girls Jessica, Millie and Chloe. Well, I guess one of my jobs as best man is to tell you some amusing childhood stories of him. Steve, Stevie C, Steve-O, Bro, Coco, Long Chin, and if he's really naughty, Stephen, but I've only ever heard your mum call him that. We've been friends all our lives, so I think I know him well enough and I'm very honoured when he asked me to be best man. Steve has always been a complete finisher. He tends to stick to things. As kids, we joined Cub Scouts together, and I got about 2 badges and dropped out. Steve got an armful of badges, then went on to Scouts, ventures, where he learned many practical things like tying knots, cooking sausages on sticks, the great outdoors, but unfortunately not electrics. Tinkering around with his beloved Vauxhall Astra, he melted all the electrics when he connected the battery up the wrong way round. So Shirley, I suggest you never let him meddle with any electrics in the house. He is good at maths though. He stuck with it at sixth form college, again after myself, and many others had dropped out. He got a job at Lloyd's TSB, a business degree after taking evening classes at Sussex Uni. Then was offered his current job of managing Lloyd's offshore accounts. The guy is certainly an achiever. Unfortunately, in his younger days, he was always getting into scrapes and fights with his brothers. On one occasion, he attempted a flying kick with Mike, only to knock himself out of the lounge door frame. On another occasion, he locked Alan in the garden shed. But Alan wasn't going to stay there and attempted to escape, grabbed a croquet mallet, smashed the window and sent a piece of glass into Steve's arm. And then there was not the time, forget the time, when after striking Tony with his chair, he blamed him for getting blood all over his favourite poster. But he did, as kids, he used to keep his brother Tony close by his side, mainly to send him up trees to make sure the branches were strong enough to take his weight before risking his own. Other times he was not so quick to realise these risks. Like the time he took his Mark II Escort around the corner by the town cinema and misjudged the icy conditions. He demolished a little wooden fence which took most of the impact, leaving him just to make a small dent in the ladies' toilet. Oh, in case you didn't know, for a living, Steve is a risk analyst. But Michelle, you grew up with 3 brothers, Andy, David and Mark, so I'm sure you'll keep Steve out of trouble. I wonder how each of them will now go with 6 brothers. Moving swiftly on, Steve decided that taking to the skies was slightly safer. Not for the rest of them. Having earned his pilot's licence at Shoreham, well done for that, Steve, he now regularly flies himself on and off the Isle of Man for work and pleasure. As a pilot, he needs to constantly analyse risks and avoid them, and knowing Steve as I do, I'm sure he's done more than capable of handling them. I was highly delighted when he asked me to be best man, but I was highly suspicious when he reminded me that I was one of the last of our friends to be married. So any embarrassing little letdowns on my part would be reciprocated big time at my wedding. As I said, he's always analysing his risks. Like many people, Steve will get louder and louder when he drinks, but unlike many, he knows when to stop and goes home. Unfortunately though, he decides and leaves instantly without telling anyone. We used to worry about this at first, but he always made it home okay, with no idea of how he made it there, or necessarily why. Once home, Steve will get an attack of the munchies, and Michelle, you must be prepared for this. Often it will be a pack of fish fingers between 2 bits of bread, but a couple of Christmases ago, Steve was staying at Tony and Sarah's. True to form, returning to their house, he decided to cook the entire box of crispy duck pancakes that were for the New Year's party. But the funniest was when Steve was lodging with Chris, the vegetarian. This is before Chris decided to breathe. After a night out, Chris couldn't find any cheese in the fridge, a staple diet for any meat-deprived individual. After looking everywhere, he quizzed Steve, who rather shamefully presented a large lump of cheddar he found from the bottom of his bed, complete with his teeth marks in it. So when we cut the cake later, just keep your eyes with teeth marks. So Shelley, congratulations on marrying Steve. Wait for it. He is an achiever, he's dependable and a great friend. My advice to you is simple. Don't let Steve handle the electrics. Let him take a few risks. Keep the fridge well stocked, and if you're at a party with Steve, cling on to his arm and he'll always get you home. So on behalf of the bridesmaids and myself, I'd like to thank Shelley and Steve for giving us all the opportunity to be involved in their great day. I know they've both put a tremendous amount of effort into the planning of this wedding, and can only hope that everything apart from this speech has exceeded their expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me immense pleasure to invite you to stand and raise your glasses and toast to Steve and Shelley. Mr. and Mrs. Cornwall, we wish them well for the future and hope they enjoy a very long and happy marriage. Steve and Shelley.
Steve and Shelley.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause.